Hey everybody on YouTube, Hello Bella here. I wanted to make a video about how I host on Airbnb. I've made a few videos like this so far, but this week I actually got a booking for 4 days. So I'm going to make $427 just for leaving my house for 4 days. So I actually pay a cleaner to come and clean the house. So that is $40, and then I have a few costs like soap and shampoo, but I mean I pretty much already buy all of that stuff anyway. So after all the fees and paying my cleaner, I'm gonna make about $380 for leaving the house for 4 days. So a lot of people have asked me where I go and how do I host on Airbnb and how do I host my whole house. So the way that I do it is I actually host my whole house is $110 a night, or you can rent just my guest bedroom for $60 a night. And the people who rent just my guest bedroom I actually stay here while they're here. So that's why they pay less. And as you'll see, here's my suitcase here. I'm getting ready to go to Grandma's house because that's where I stay when I'm renting out my house. Now, I realize not everyone has a way to do this and to make money. But honestly, like, as an entrepreneur, I'm just totally all about bootstrapping and living like no one else so I can live like no one else, and just trying my best to work out ways to make money. And this could not have come at a better time because I really didn't have anything going on this weekend as far as plans. So, you know, I'm going to spend some time with my grandmother and just kind of relax. As you can see here, I leave out some little toothbrushes for them and some soap and make sure everything is super clean. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. And there's me, my mug, and the mirror. But I have 2 bedrooms and it's a small house. It's relatively middle class, I think. And you know, it's nothing spectacular, but it's a clean and safe place to stay. And I think that's what Airbnb guests really want. The thing about Airbnb is that people aren't looking for a hotel experience. They're really looking for more of some kind of out-of-the-box way of living for a couple of days, something neat, something original. So hopefully I'm able to provide that. My room is kind of funky. It's decorated a little weird. But here's like my office inside of my room. But yeah, just make sure that the sheets are clean and that there's plenty of fresh linens and stuff out, and I mopped and vacuumed everything, so it's super clean. Here's my other guest bedroom. This is the one that I actually rent out if the guest just wants to stay in my house. They can stay in my guest bedroom here. It does have a private bath, so if you're thinking about you know, renting a house or buying a house, you might want to think about, does this have Airbnb potential? Because, not even kidding you guys, I've made thousands of dollars hosting on Airbnb, and I do not have an expensive house by any means. It's very like middle class. But I do keep it really clean, and I make sure that my pictures and my listing are up, and you know, that I keep it relevant. When I make updates to the house, I make sure to take new pictures. So things like that can really make a huge difference. I do have a living room here where I have like Hulu and Netflix and things like that, so the guests can watch that. And yeah, I mean, to make $380 profit in 4 days is, you know, pretty great to me. A lot of people will ask me, like, are you really comfortable with people staying in your house? Like, does it feel weird for someone to sleep in your bed? And like, honestly, no. I think if you're an entrepreneur, you're probably just already a little crazy, honestly. Like, it doesn't bother me a bit. And I screen all of my guests. I don't accept anyone who doesn't already have reviews. That's just my personal way of running my Airbnb. I know other people are a little bit more relaxed about it, but I just can't afford to have a bad guest mess up my house. I would rather them, you know, prove themselves on someone else's listing. But yeah, the guests that I have coming are gonna be here in probably about 2 hours from now. I have some coffee out for them and some cake and biscotti. And honestly, these are just all things that I already had. Some of this was from Big Lots clearance. I got those chocolate cakes for like $2 a piece. So I've actually just been giving them away to friends and family. But yeah, it's definitely, you might want to consider Airbnb to make money if you are trying to come up with money to bootstrap your other entrepreneurial ventures. if you just have like a room in your house, or you have like a guest bedroom, or maybe like a lot of people have pool houses. Don't think that people won't want to stay in your property, because when I first listed the house, I was like, who in the world is going to want to stay in my house? And then I just got so many bookings. And if you actually look here at my refrigerator, these are all notes from my Airbnb guests. These are all things that they left me saying, like how much they enjoyed the house and, you know, how cool it was to stay here. So, yeah, Airbnb is really, it's not a huge part of my income, but it pretty much pays for all the repairs around the house and just general upkeep and things like paying to get the grass cut and just little things like that. It really takes care of things. But I would really encourage you to think about hosting or trying to at least use Airbnb once for travel, just to see how it is. I have never booked a hotel after I discovered Airbnb. And I actually have a code for $40 off your first room if you've never used it before. So check the link. I'll leave that in the comment section or in the description box, because if you use my code, you can get $40 off a room that costs $75 or more. So basically, you can get a $75 room for $35. So I would highly encourage you to try out Airbnb. And if you have any questions about it, like, feel free to ask me, because like you won't offend me at all. Like, there's a lot of things my family's asked me, like, that are just funny questions and valid questions, really. But yeah, thanks so much for watching the video, guys. Just wanted to keep it real with you and let you guys know what I'm up to. So take care.